pretty good cooking, I'm gonna teach you how to be a man. How to make steak. Because you don't know how to make steak. There's certain things in life that you should know how to do. You should know how to roll your own cigarettes. You should know how to drink neat whiskey. And you should know how to cook a steak. I can only help you with one of those things right now because I'm hungry. Let's make a steak. Or 4. How to cook a steak was requested by Leo Gonzalez, who I'm pretty sure I know you IRL. K-Town Boy 213. You need to revise your name, son. Peter Barnes, sounds like a respectable gentleman. And Christian Pillow. You got 2 choices with beer. I'm eating steak. You got you got 2 choices with steak. You can have beer, you can have whiskey. We chose whiskey. I'm gonna make potatoes first. And how many times have you had steak and potatoes? Like, a lot of times. This is how to do it at home. Like, if you went to a steakhouse, you're like on a date, and they're like, oh, we serve you this fine, wonderful beef, and a potato, and some broccoli. You've had it like a million times. You know how much it cost that restaurant to make? Like $5. And like, a lot of times you think about like the ideology of a restaurant, and you're like, oh, I'm paying for the food, but I'm paying for the skills of the chef who prepared it. Yeah, well, with a steak, bullshit. Bullshit! I mean, you're literally being served bullshit. At any rate, I just need to make a potato. Idaho potatoes. Number 1. Whatever. Take a fork, and you poke them. You don't poke them, they're gonna explode. There'll be a potato terrorist. We're feeding 3, so we're making at least 3 potatoes. Well, probably more, because I kinda like leftover potatoes. If somehow you make a potato bomb, and it explodes and you die, everyone's gonna make fun of you. So poke holes in the potatoes. We're gonna put them in oil. Salt, hot, pepper, and kind of rub it all over. I don't even need to tell you what my oven's set to. If you're a viewer at home, and you're like, we were like in a Price is Right trademark scenario, we're like, what could the oven's temperature be? If you did not guess 350, you would be like that guy who, like, someone bid like $2 and you bid $1. You dumbass. In they go. I don't know how long it takes, so let's look at the time. Time to light the grill. You want your grill medium high, not all the way. You got like knobs on there, and they got little pictograms. One's like tiny flame, the other's like medium flame, and the other one's like raging pillar of fire that led the Jews out of Egypt. You don't want the last one. I mean, I know. Like maybe your dad, your friends, someone else was barbecuing. You were watching them, and you were like, man, they don't know what they're doing. And you know why? They had like this inferno of flames, it's like a hellstorm. They were like summoning demons out of the grill. And they're gonna cook your food on that. They put some dead animal on that, sacrificing it to, I don't know, Satan. And they're like pushing on it with a spatula and like flames flying up. And you got to the end, you had charcoal. Your dad made you a goddamn charcoal burner. And you're like, Dad, you don't know. That dad needs a son like me to teach him what he's doing. Well, maybe not a son, but a father, grandfather of the son. God damn it. We're doing steak. This is steak, okay? Let's talk about steak. Beef steak. Eat it, Bob. What was I talking about? Steak. You're expected to eat it. And it's delicious. So, yeah, pedantry and steak. Why does everyone have an opinion on the best steak in the world? The reason, I'm sure you guys have like understood how I really feel about the matter. The steak is the easiest thing to cook in the whole goddamn world. Anyone can make a good steak. You could do it. Your dead grandma can do it. Saddam Hussein could do it. Steak, it's like quality of okay. So like every food, you have a ratio or a counterbalance. So okay. So every dish in the whole world, every food you've ever had, has this ratio: quality to execution. Okay, so this is like the quality of the ingredient how good is the initial form of the food to how well was it prepared, right? So if you have something that's like shitty to eat, but something like an octopus, okay? An octopus is a strange creature. It lives under the sea. It's highly intelligent. It's hard to believe it exists on this planet. It lives in a different biome than you do, and its structure boggles the mind. I mean, it's really just, it's weird. But from a food standpoint of eating it, it has almost no flavor, and it's chewy. It's like as if you were eating a rubber tire in animal form. Okay, so like the quality of that ingredient is not going to make that much of a difference, right? So like pretty much any octopus or octopodes is gonna it's gonna be the same. It's gonna really matter how the person who prepared the food made it. So someone like made a wonderful marinade and barbecued it appropriately, and then you're like, wow, this tastes great. Even though it's like really just a rubber tire that was prepared in a great way, that's amazing. Steak is 100% the opposite of that. Steak, if you buy an expensive steak and you ate it raw, it would be more enjoyable than an octopus that was the best octopus ever, that was prepared just okay. I mean, you literally can eat it raw. So the cooking, whether you sear it for 20 seconds on each side and serve it blue, as if the blood in it was like still in the heart of the cow or the bull or whatever, the cooking matters so much less than the actual ingredient. So everyone who's ever touched a steak has like cooked it in some capacity. They've undercooked it, they've overcooked it, they cooked it perfectly, and they've been like, my God, this is amazing, this is the best steak, and everyone else's steaks can f*** off. Those assholes are like, they're taking credit for really what's just a delicious thing on its own. Any goddamn idiot on the whole planet can throw a steak on the grill for an arbitrary amount of time. Literally like 30 seconds to like 20 minutes. And it's still gonna taste really good. And so you've asked me to make that. Well, I'm gonna make it. Okay, steaks. Tonight we're having top sirloin. I'm sure you've had it somewhere. It's usually the cheapest steak on the menu. Got a couple steaks here. Well, those aren't cut, and now they are. You can rub them in butter. I'm too lazy for that. I just use oil. Throw some oil on there. This is like just like the potatoes. Salt, pepper. I'm kind of rub it in, make sure we're okay. I let these come up to basically room temperature, by the way, over the course of 30 or so minutes. Time to grill. Yeah! We're going outside. This grill's probably too hot. Who cares? I don't care. Take the big steaks. You got bars like this. You put it on a diagonal angle. Alright. Look at what we got here. They're all gonna have different cook times. Do I care? Do you care? Does anybody care at all? Probably not. They'll still be good. Now we're gonna close the lid. It's not gonna take long. Can't go anywhere. I mean, honestly, just a few minutes. Okay, this has only been like a couple minutes. Let's flip our shit. See that? Professional steak lines? We're gonna rotate them. It's a 90-degree rotation, right? Let it resume cooking. Maybe you can't see it with the smoke, but the top's cooked looking. Look at that. That side's definitely done. So is that side. We're gonna cook the bottom. Oh baby, look at that. Look at that. So much smoke in the eyes. They're getting there. Almost done. You could top your steak with a couple things like onions and shrooms. We do a thin slice on the mushroom. Cremini. These are cremini mushrooms. Real thin slice. Now you need some onion. Thin slice. Good enough. Now you need some butter. Butter. Medium heat. Let that go and go to the steaks. Now we're rotating them the last turn, even though they're probably already done. You push on them. You're like, is that done? I don't know. The answer is, it's actually done. Okay, so these are done. Turn your grill off. Now steaks need to rest. We'll let those rest. They're still cooking. We got some sauce here. See this sauce? Put it over there. Give the toppings more flavor. Beef and butter. Maybe a little Worcestershire. Just a little bit. A couple dashes. Onions and mushrooms. Oh yeah. Turn the heat up a little bit. Is it broccoli time? I think it's broccoli time. Cut it. You just keep cutting it till you got just broccoli. I'm gonna show you the ultimately lazy and also awesome way to do it, which is microwaving. Oh yeah. You get a plastic bag, put some broccoli in it, go to the sink, water, just a splash. You see how this corner just has a little bit of water in it? That's all you need. Nuke it for a minute, all the way, seal it. 60 seconds. Look at those. Steak toppers. Now when you do this, either the bag exploded or it didn't. This bag exploded, there's a rip. So we open the bag carefully so the steam doesn't burn us. No problem. And we dump the broccoli into some bowl. Perfectly steamed broccoli. Looks nice. Oh, the potatoes. They're done. Nice roast potatoes. In like almost 50 minutes. These are probably like super done. Yeah, that's a baked potato. You could eat that. Alright, steak's been rested. Let me show you what it looks like. Let's pick this steak. Let's just cut it right down the middle. Here, you see that? That's medium to medium well. That's okay. That's delicious. A virgin steak. Oh, that big, thick, juicy steak. Nice grid lines. Some broccoli for health. And a goddamn potato. Look at you, champ. You're a steakhouse. Cut that potato up in half. Put anything you want in it. Salt the broccoli. Some butter. And your potato. Whatever. Your steak. You want some bullshit on top of it? We made bullshit. Ba-ba-da-ba. Look at this. You paid $40,000 for this at a steakhouse. I made this for $6. You can do it too. You dummy. Let's eat some. It tastes like victory. I'm so happy. Okay. One more, please. That's how you make steak. Like a man.